Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On the move. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize, fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Back to pass on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Rolling right and going deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Makes the catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, it's Salter. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Offense changing the play. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Williams. It's a running room. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the upright. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Got his man down the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle. Bang, bang, bang. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Under heavy pressure. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time.
He's loose. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Hard running there. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the
oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this.
Makes the grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will give him the lead.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and